morning. So today I am just trying to have a fun drive day, bit lighter than usual, so there will be not too much information coming through. Right now the temperature is -4 and it feels like -7, but we are expecting some snowstorm because I am going towards Sarnia and there will be definitely some snow coming. So let's just have some fun and see how the day goes like. So let's go start driving, and you will probably see a lot of what I usually see while driving. And just a disclaimer here, today I might be talking in Hindi here and there, so please bear with me and refer to the subtitles for the meetings. So I finally made it safely to my customer's location, but I did see 2 trucks in the ditch when I was coming here on 402 towards Sarnia. So there was one truck, he was trying to exit the ramp and he got stuck in the snow on the side. And then there was another truck which was off the shoulder, upside down. It looked really bad. I think we truckers are supposed to drive in the rightmost lane for safety reasons, of course, but sometimes these shoulders are unpaved and uneven ground. It is ideal to stay a little off from these shoulders. Also, there can be black ice which is hardly visible because when the roads are shovel, shoulders are the only parts which are not properly salted or cleaned, so they are very risky for us. So after wasting so much of my time in listening to music and podcasts and TED Talk, I decided, you know what, let's not waste our day and add something of value at least. So we're going to talk about a couple of conditions that are very common during Canadian winter time, which most of the people might not be aware of, especially those who are new migrants or new to the country, or many new truckers or people who are working outside of their home. It can be very useful for them. Even if you are a traveler, you are traveling on your public transport and stuff like that, even though it is important for you as well. So there is something called frostbite. It is a condition where your blood starts to freeze if you are exposed to the winter conditions or chilly temperature, low temperature for a longer period of time. Depending on the temperature, as low as it is, it can start to occur within 10 to 15 minutes or longer, and there are stages to frostbite. Some of the symptoms of frostbite is first, the color of your skin starts to change. Basically, when your blood starts to freezing from red, it becomes from red to bluish green, and then it starts becoming darker, going towards the black. So these are some of the stages where you should be watchful of what's happening in your body, and the darker the color gets, the more serious the situation is. So the other symptom of frostbite is numbness. You will start feeling nothing in your body because the blood is freezing and then the flow is reducing. The circulation is basically getting affected. What can you do to protect it? Have multiple layers on, so many clothes, because Canadian winter is really bad, especially because of the winds that's going on. Other thing that you can do is keep hydrating yourself. Try to not stick to a lot of sugary drinks or caffeine, because that tends to be very dehydrating basically for our body. So try to stick to so many soups, green teas, stuff like that, anything that is water based and hot. Sometimes you can have hot chocolate, you know, that's, if you don't have it, then there is no point of having winters, enjoying it. So another condition which is very common here in winters is hypothermia. In simple word, it means that your body loses heat faster than it generates. So what usually happens is when you are outside in the wind, your body heat is gone way faster with the wind than you make it, so you don't keep that warm. Some of the symptoms of hypothermia is unconsciousness, your reflexes become very slow, your thoughts are very confused. The other thing is dizziness, very important. You can faint if you don't focus on this condition. If you see anybody with these symptoms outside, make sure that you call the medical help as soon as possible, because this is very serious and it has to be taken care of on the spot right away. Things that you can do to protect from this is, again, it usually happens when you have wet clothes on. You know, when you are in snow or light rain or something like that and you have wet clothes, you don't switch them soon enough, then it can affect your body's temperature. So try to make sure that if that happens, change your clothes as soon as possible. Have extra clothes in your truck. If you're a highway driver, please have extra clothes. Lots of woolen stuff, lots of layers. Again, hydration is the key here. Keep yourself hydrated. Try not to expose yourself too much in the wind if it's not needed. But if it's needed, then you can't help it. Just have a lot of clothes. Keep your diet in check. That's everything, actually. So some of the things that you must carry when you are, working outside for long is have a lot of food in your truck, because there will be situations where highways are blocked and roads are blocked because of the snowstorm, and you don't want to get stuck anywhere without food. Have a lot of water. Have a lot of extra clothes, especially the winter ones. Have some extra pair of shoes if possible. Make sure you have high ankled shoes all the time. Make sure your truck is stocked with everything. Have extra cans of fuel or coolant or washer fluid, any oil that you need. A lot of glass cleaner, of course. Your snow shovel, salt or sand, extremely important, very important. You will have situations where you will get stuck, so you will need a lot of salt or sand. You should carry some extra blankets. If possible, have like 1 or 2 battery operated heat jackets, 1 or 2 battery operated blankets, just in case you get stuck somewhere, your truck isn't working or something wrong happens. At least you have something to lean to. So I think that's pretty much it that's coming to my mind right now. See my shoes here. So the shoes I'm wearing right now are a big no-no, especially in the winters when the surface is mostly slippery and there is a lot of ice and black ice and whatnot. So it's always a good idea to invest into a good pair of safety shoes, especially non-slippery, have a good grip, a bit more height on the ankle, preferably 6 inches or more. It also saves you from any uncertain injury, because once you get injured during winters, it is so hard to recover from it. I am only wearing these shoes right now because I'm ready to go, and it's very hard to drive for long using those safety shoes. So while in truck, that's fine, but outside, no. अभी तक सब कुछ स्मूथ जा रहा था. मैंने सोचा आज मैं टाइम से आ गई, टाइम से लोड हो गया, एक कंटेनर है, बस करके अब पैक चलते हैं घर पे. बट यहाँ से एक्चुअली शुरू होता है मेरा इवेंटफुल डे. सबसे पहले ये मेरा डोर स्टक हो गया. उसके बाद जब मैंने ये डोर बंद करने की कोशिश करी, ओह माय गॉड, इट टुक मी अराउंड 15-20 मिनट्स ऑफ स्ट्रगल एंड देन नथिंग हैपेंड. देन आई थॉट कि मे बी शायद मैं अनइवन ग्राउंड पे खड़ी हूँ इसीलिए बंद नहीं हो रहा. फिर मैंने उसको थोड़ा फ्लैट ग्राउंड पे लेकर गई बंद करने की. मैंने फिर 15-20 मिनट यहाँ कोशिश करी, कुछ नहीं हुआ. आजू बाजू देखा, कोई नहीं मिला. इवेंचुअली ये एक फोर्कलिफ्ट वाला बंदा है जिसको मेरे पे थोड़ा सा तरस आ गया. and he became my savior. He came and he pushed the door with his forklift and eventually जाके मेरा ये door बंद हुआ. Thank you so much. You too, thank you. फिर मैंने सोचा चलो finally we are done now, we can just leave. But wait for it. Then मेरे शीशे देख लो, इतने गंदे शीशे. दिन में सुबह से मैं 10 बार इनको साफ कर चुकी हूँ, but literally they end up like this and you can hardly see anything. Anyways, eventually I did what I can do and इतना ही हुआ मुझसे बस, और उसको लेके मैं यहाँ से निकलने लगी. So I thought now I am eventually done. Let's go home and wind up our day as soon as possible. लेकिन कहाँ होता है ऐसा, जितना आप जल्दी में जाने की कोशिश करो उतना सारी चीज़ें लेट होती हैं. अब यहाँ पे ये रेलवे क्रॉसिंग लगा दी है, जब तक ये रेलवे जाएगी नहीं, ट्रैफिक क्लियर नहीं होगा, वी कैंट मेक आवर वे आउट. सो हियर इट गोज अनदर 10 to 15 minutes. मेरी ड्राइव अभी तक बहुत अच्छी जा रही थी, लेकिन जैसे मैं कैम्ब्रिज में पहुंची, यहाँ पे देख ले शुरू हुआ पड़ा है स्नो स्टॉर्म. अब क्या कर सकते हैं, किसी ने सच ही बोला, कनाडा में ना 3 चीज़ों का भरोसा कभी भी नहीं करना चाहिए, वर्क, वेदर and you know the third one. So that's how my crazy day went and यहाँ पे जाके finally मेरे adventures आज के ख़त्म होते हैं. अब मैं इसे drop करके बस घर जाऊँ. So that's pretty much it for tonight, and we did not really do anything productive today. We just drove around. Fortunately, we had some snow on our way back. That's fine. It was a lazy day. For my next video, I'm gonna come up with some safe winter driving tips that I tend to use and some stuff that I tend to keep during winters. So I'm looking forward to it. That's everything for tonight, actually. And before steering ahead, let's learn together, and I will see you at the next turn. And thank you for joining me today.